Well, hello everyone and welcome to SimpliCode's YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, we'll be taking you through CSS media types. Before we begin, I would like to take a quick confirmation from the users if you are clearly visible, if the screen is clearly visible and if the audio is fine. If yes, kindly type yes in the chat section, and if there are any changes required from our end, then do let us know in the chat section so that we can resolve them straight away. Alright, I see a lot of positive responses from you guys. So let's wait for some more minutes so that some more people can join us. Until then, let me tell you guys that we have regular updates on multiple programming videos. So if you are a programmer and if you want to learn something new, then consider getting subscribed to our YouTube channel and press that bell icon to never miss any updates from SimpliCode. Great, I think we can get started now. So the topic for today is CSS media types. CSS media types allows us to format our documents to be presented correctly on various types of media, such as screen, printer, aural browser, etc. We have different types of medias, right? By screen we mean laptop screen, mobile screen, and desktop screen. So similarly, we can print CSS parts, or we can say we can print websites using our printer. So for that we also have some properties within CSS. So we'll have a look at them just after some time. So let's start with CSS media queries, or we can say CSS media types. Fine. So first what we are going to do is we are going to take a look at what we want to do in this particular session. Fine. So here we have a website. Fine. This is a website. This is the website for SkillUp. It is a free course provider. So SkillUp is a free course provider by Simplilearn. You can go there and you can get certificates as well for completion of course. So here you can see we have different courses, right? So you can pick any of them according to your needs, according to your choice. You can pick any of them and you can enroll, start learning, complete the course and get the certificate. Fine. So let's move back to the topic. So here you can see we have a website. You might have noticed this thing in other websites as well. So let me just show you. Now, what will happen if I'll try to change the size of a window? So here you can see this is the website. This is the full browser. So this is full screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size of a browser. Fine. So here you can see I'm reducing it, and at certain point the content will adjust itself according to the size of a browser window. Fine. Here you can see the content adjusted itself. Right. So how we can achieve this? Or we can achieve this with the help of CSS. Can we achieve this? Yes, of course we can. I'll show you in a moment. So yeah, let's move on to the topic. Now we are going to do the same thing, but we are going to have a look at it from a different perspective. We are not going to adjust the content, but we are going to check how we can do this with the help of CSS. So the CSS media property is used for the same. Fine. So the method we are going to use is the @media rule. So the @media rule is used to define different style rules for different media types in a single style sheet. We don't need different style sheet for them. It is usually followed by a comma separated list of media types and CSS declaration blocks containing the style rules for target media. I think you guys didn't understand it, but let me just show it to you. So this is the property @media. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do a very simple task. Let me just change the background color of this first. So we have the body over here. Fine, we are going to change the background color of a web page. Okay, so we have to write here background color. Okay, background color. Fine, so background color is the property. Now we are going to change it to, let's say, any other color. Let's use aquamarine for now. Save it, and here you can see the background is aquamarine, right? So what we'll do is we'll change the color, the background color of our website for different screen size, for a different screen size. Let's say if I zoom in or if I increase the size of a window, you can see the color still remains green or aquamarine, whatever color this is, it remains the same. Now what we are going to do is we are going to change the size of our browser, and we want the color to change after particular width of the browser. Fine. So what we have to do is we have to use the media query. What we'll do here is we'll write over here after media. We have to write over here screen. Fine. Then we have to write over here and we have to define the size. So we'll write over here min width. Min width is another CSS property. So we'll define the min width as 500 pixels, let's say. Now what we want to do is we want to change the background color of our body. So we'll write over here inside this, we'll write body and we want to change the color. So the these curly braces also play an important role over here. If you are using VS Code, then it's fine. It will show you where the error is. But if you are not using VS Code, then do keep these things in mind because these small things play a vital role in creating a website. Fine. So we'll write over here background color. Background color is a property. We are going to change it to Azure, let's say, save it. And here we are going to change the size of our browser. And here you can see at this point, the color is changing from aquamarine to azure. I guess azure is not completely visible because it's kind of white. So let's change the color to not green. We are going to use gray. Save it. Let's see if it works now. So here you can see the color changes at this particular point. So this is the point. Now the browser size is at 500 pixels. The color will change if I reduce it, and the color will change if I increase the size of a browser. I hope you guys must have understood what I am trying to convey over here. So what we can do is we can use CSS to adjust our content according to the size of a screen. Fine. So we can do the same for mobiles as well. It's totally fine, right? So what other things we can do? So next up, what we are going to do is we are going to use the print property. Fine. So what we are going to do is we are going to print this a web page. So here you can see the color is green. Fine. If I try to print or if I want to see the print preview, so what I can do is I can just print it, and here you can see there's nothing, right? The color is white, the background color is white, and this is the print preview of a web page. Now what we can do is we can change the style of a web page while printing it. Fine. So for that, what we have to do is we have to write over here to this @media print. Fine. What we are going to do is we are going to write over here body. Now we are going to do two things. We are going to change the background color and we are going to change the font color as well. So we are going to write over here background color as, what color we can use? Yellow. Let's see if it works or not. Then we are going to write over here font size as well. Let's say we are going to change the font size to 20 pixels, and let's use the font color, or basically the color property of CSS. You guys must have been aware of this property because we have been using it for so long now. So color we are going to write over here is white. Save it, and you can see there is no change over here on the browser. Moment of truth. So here you can see if we increase the size of our browser, because we have used the screen property, it's gray. Fine. Now print it, and here you can see the color, it's working. Let me just check it once. Okay, we have to open VS Code as well. Let me just reduce the size. Let's just remove this for now. Fine. Save it. Try to print it now. Let's just do one thing. Let's just change the font color. Fine. Font color we are going to use red over here. Okay. Font size, let's not do anything with this. Let me just see. So here you can see the font size, font type we can change. Layout, or we can say, yeah, here you can see we have all of them. Right, the font color is red now over here on the print preview page. So let me just change this font size to 50 pixels and we'll see if this works or not. Print it. Yeah, here you can see the font size increased. So print is another media type. Fine. We can use this property to make certain changes to a web page while printing it. So this is how we can use CSS to print a web page as well. Now the media screen property and the media print property, we are done with these two properties, right? So the next property we have is the paged media property. the pages of book and all. So these pages we are talking about over here. Now, paged media differ from continuous media in that the content of document is split into one or more discrete pages. Now, content is of two types. One is articles and all, the others are images and all, continuous and a media page. Sometimes we call it as news page or a press kit. So it is a page of a website designed as a specific marketing tool for those people who want to learn about us, or especially who want to write about us. So how we can do that? How we can use a web page, like let's say we have a static websites where we have articles and all. How we can use them in PDF format? So the page property we can't use here with the Chrome browser because this browser doesn't support it. For that we need to use a different browser. So just go to Google and write printcss.live. So it will take you to this page. Now the rest of our coding we'll do over here. So the print CSS playground. What we are going to do is we are going to add some content to a HTML part. So let's say we have the body over here. So this is our tag. Now inside this we are going to write some content. Let's see what we can write. We can write over here, hello there. Okay, I made a mistake over here with the hello spelling. Hello there, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, let's just copy it from here and we are going to paste it over here. Fine. So we'll paste it for certain times so that we have more than one page over here. So here you can see we have a page. Let's paste it for some more times then. So here you can see we have different pages, the content overflowed, right? So this is content overflow. Now here we have a content on our web page. Now what we are going to do is we are going to use the page property over here. Fine. For that what we need to do is at the rate. Okay, in the CSS part we have to write at the rate page, and then we have to define the size of our page. Size can be different. We can either use A1, A2, A3, A4, all the pages which we generally use, or we can define the size in inches as well. So let's suppose we are going to write here 9 inches by 11 inches. Fine, so this is the size of our page. Now the size is 9 by 11. And apart from that, what we can do is we can write over here A4 is the size, and then we can save it. Okay, we don't have to save it. So yeah, this is the A4 sheet. Now what we can do is we can write over here margin margin for all the pages. So we can write over here margin is 15 pixels, and here you can see the margin is now 15 pixels. Let's use margin as 50 pixels, and here's the margin. So we are going to write over here margin top as 50 pixels. Fine. So yeah, here you can see this is working totally fine. The margin is 50 pixels. What else we can do is we can write over here, okay, background color. Let's try this property. So if you guys use VS Code now, you will go to this printcss.live, and if you'll write your code over here, you'll feel kind of weird because it won't give you any suggestions to complete your code. You have to write your code on your own. So we have to do this over here. Here you can see the background color is changed to red, but it doesn't look good. So we are going to remove it. I hope you guys remember the box model. If not, let me just show you the box model. Okay, where's the box model? So yeah, this is our box model. This area represents the content area. Then we have padding, then we have border, then we have margin. Remember all these things. So these are the basics of CSS. Basically, you will need box model everywhere in CSS. So what we can do over here is we can write over here padding left as fif- not 15, 50 pixels. So here you can see the padding is 50 pixels now. We can use these pages, right? We can create pages like this with the help of CSS. That's a big thing in itself, because CSS is basically used to style the web page, but now we can use it for our PDF files as well, right? So this is going to be a PDF file. So how we can show a PDF file on a web page? This is what we are discussing over here. Other things we can do over here is we can use different properties like the page first property. Let's see if this works or not. Page first, and we are going to change the background color of this first page to gray. Yeah, you can see the first page color is changed to gray, others are still white. The second page is still white, which is not at all surprising because we have used the first property over here. Let's see if it works with second as well or not. I think it won't work. What you guys say, do let us know in the chat section. So we'll write over here second. We are going to change the background color again. This time we are going to use a different color. Let's use green. And here you can see it's not working. Page second is not working. It works for only for the first page. Or we have the chapter page as well. So these are some of the media types we have discussed: screen, print, and paged. So three different media types we discussed. Apart from these three, we also have the aural media type. Aural media type is generally used for those people who can't see, for blind people specifically. So what it does is it basically recites. So whatever will be written on the web page, whatever we write in a web page, the aural media will recite it. It will recite it loud to you, so that if you can't see it, you can still understand what's written there on the web page. So that's why we use aural media. It's not supported by a number of browsers, like Google Chrome also don't supports it fully. So we are not going to discuss that one over here. If you guys already know about it, then please do let us know in the comment section. And so that's all for this video, guys. I hope you guys must have enjoyed the session. If you guys feel like we have missed out on some important topic that we were supposed to cover in this particular tutorial, then please feel free to drop them down in the comment section, not in the chat section, but in the comment section. That's because so that we can go through them later on, and we can get back to you with the answers to your problems. Surely we'll get back to you. So with that, this is Kaushal signing off. Until next time.